Hey everyone. Hey everyone, I'm Ollie Sammour, one of the main contributors to the Droplinked protocol, and I'm here to talk to you today about the biggest shift in commerce happening today. So, Droplinked, we are cross-chain infrastructure for Web3, and I'm going to start out with this quote here you may recognize, but commerce on the internet has come to rely almost exclusively on financial institutions serving as trusted third parties to process electronic payments. While the system works well enough for most transactions, it still suffers from the inherent weaknesses of the trust-based model. I'm not sure whether everybody quickly recognized this on the birthday of the Bitcoin white paper, but this rings more true than ever. Now, what we're seeing here in the space itself is that Web3 commerce has three core pillars in order to be activated. The first being crypto payments. The second is the ability to sell digital and physical goods. And the third being community marketing with on-chain attribution. Droplinked actually enables this infrastructure with all three for any retailer, marketplace, or DApp. And when it comes to this first pillar, merchants are already beginning to accept crypto payments, with about 25% of them reporting that they are doing that today, and that's via PayPal. And it's projected that it's going to ramp up to 75% within the next 18 months. So we've kind of got that box checked already. And what we're seeing is that powerhouse brands are capitalizing on this already today effectively. As you cannot see in this graphic, obviously, there is some of the top core Fortune 500 brands that are doing incredibly well in huge numbers, like Tiffany's, Nike, Adidas, and the list kind of goes on with what's happening already. And based on the projections for social commerce, the space is ready to explode over the next 10 years, projected to do 30% year over year, according to TikTok. However, when we kind of look at the macro view of what's happening, legacy affiliate networks and deprecated tech actually stands in the middle and is holding back trillions from brands and creators' hands. And it's really obvious that there's a lack of infrastructure needed, such as no wallet connections, no blockchain integrations, and no smart contract logic for the inventory. So that leads us to the root of the problem and back to what is going on with this deck? Sorry, guys. Give me a sec. So our solution, Droplinked, decentralized registration of products linked to smart contracts. Essentially, the protocol will register digital and physical goods on the chain of choice and help to generate a yield from any of the sales done as a network. And so what's really neat about this is that everybody now benefits from co-selling through this deployed headless technology. And what we do is through a inventory management and sales tracking console, basically all the details for a product, such as color, size, quantity, description, and price, are IPF hashed on-chain, and then we're able to do that instant settlement and payout yield. And with this on-chain registration, that actually activates authenticated distribution, trustless settlement, and that earn yield. And it activates a lot of the things that you begin to see that are incremental that many of the projects are talking about. Token gating, co-selling and tracking, NFT loyalty programs. That's all incremental change that is now activated through this foundational shift that we're empowering through the smart product listings. So in this example with trustless settlement, what we're doing here is a brand has registered a product on chain for $100, and they have defined that they want an 89% split back to themselves for the settlement on the fiat that they want to earn. And they have offered a 10% commission to a third-party publisher on the sale that's being generated. Now, through proof of conversion, what will end up happening is that 1% of the sale will actually be triggered and deposited into the Droplinked treasury. And each of the stakeholders, being the brands and the publishers towards the sale, can stake towards that yield earning that will be paid out at a later date as the network hits a GMV threshold. And so think about the power of what Amazon and Shopify have, where all these sellers are combined together on their platforms and cutting into those royalty fees. If we came together to co-sell and use this infrastructure, that actually allows us to combine the power of our dollars and earn from co-selling with one another. And so this is the slide that kind of drives it home for a lot of the power retailers and brands that we partner with. What we end up seeing is in the traditional Web 2 space, you are paying anywhere upwards of 18 to 30% of a sale to third parties minus COGS. And using Droplinked solution, you're retaining over 10% value back towards that sale. And you're entitled to earning more as everybody else continues to sell through the network. So when it gets down to what every one of the stakeholders care about, brands care about lower cost, higher sales margins, and more transparency through attribution. Affiliates care about automated product links, faster payment settlement, and the opportunity to earn more. And everybody across the board earns towards that 1% yield stake in the end. So when it comes to our traction, we're already winning innovation grants through different ecosystems. We started in the Stacks ecosystem and won grants for our NFT fractionalizer, which essentially when the products are being minted on chain, we do that based on like a SKU and a product count, and then fractionalize one NFT based on the chain's efficacy. And what we're now doing and what we're excited about, what we've gotten into, is we're partnering through EVM compatibility with Casper. So we'll be building out the Casper shops, and what we're doing is empowering all of the projects you see listed below, along with all the NFT artists that are now beginning to partner through the Stacks ecosystem and the Casper ecosystem as well.